Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Just wanted to give my tournament report on how well I did at yesterday's league challenge, and I did actually a lot better than basically what I was expecting, right? And I ended up getting second, right, which is a surprise. I was actually hoping I would go 0-2, so then that way I could actually drop and basically go home, right? Because I could use some rest and just some time to get ready for tomorrow's work day. And I ended up getting second with a 4-1-0 record, and I ended up playing the deck that I've been playing for quite a while, and that is Miraidon EX with Regieleki VMax, and this is my own personal creation. I'm absolutely in love with this deck. I think this deck is definitely tier 1. I think it's got great matchups, basically across the board except for Charizard. And, everybody, we're at least a 50-50 matchup, right? And I'll take that over a losing matchup any day of the week, right? And, I definitely think this is, one of the best decks right now. So, but, I'm going to get into the deck list. And then I also do want to talk about my matches and just kind of how they went. I will do up a little tournament report as well in the description. And, pretty stoked about it. So, I did make a couple changes to this list compared to the previous lists that I've posted on my channel. And I will get into them in a bit. So, just quickly, triple Miraidon, right, with triple Regieleki VMax, and then triple Regieleki V, right? This is the core of the deck. This is the most important part of the deck, right? And it's the most important part because you got your consistency card here, and with Battle VIP Pass for Lightning Tandem units, and then you got your damage buffs here, right? And these are so important because it influences so many matchups. A lot of the Miraidon lists right now do not play Regieleki VMaxes, right? Which means with those lists, the biggest issue with them is that they're not going to be able to do a whole lot of one-hit KOing, right? And this is the deck that thrives on one-shotting. Like having 2 Regieleki VMaxes out, an extra 60 damage, how can that not help you, right? You're hitting for high numbers, right? You're hitting, with everything that I could possibly do, right? Triple Regieleki VMax in play, my A-Spec, which is maximum belt, and my Kieran, right? Attacking with a Miraidon, I can hit for a max of 390 damage, right? That's insane, right? Not many Pokemon can even take that, right? A Charizard EX, or a Dragon, basically anything with over 300 hit points, right? And with a Hero's Cape is the only thing that can take that, right? So, yeah, it's pretty crazy, right? And you definitely want to be playing those. You don't need the Raikou in this list. The one cool thing about all these Pokemon, right? Regieleki V makes a great starter too, because on your falling turn you just evolve it and then you have free retreat, right? So you don't have to waste that energy attachment, right? That's a huge thing compared to some of the other Pokemon. And then Regieleki V also offers, the VMax. Oh, and even the V with its second attack there, that lightning wall, it offers some durability, right? And bulk. against other decks that hit high damage, like for instance Raging Bolt, right? How many energies are they going to have to discard to knock out that Regieleki VMax, right? So, super important, and yeah, this is basically what every deck should play. Play 3, Miraidon 2, don't play 2, right? A lot are playing 2. Well, good luck when both of them are prized. I've seen it. So, you play 3, that's fine, and, if 2 are prized, right? You can make do with 1. It's going to be kind of hard, but, you just have to hopefully draw into some more Pokemon, right? With your supporters, or you might need to, use an Ultra Ball, right? Or a Nest Ball, or some, a Forest Seal Stone to get another Pokemon in play. So, but yeah, this is the core. 2 of these, and at least 2 of these in setup turn 1. At least. Right? If you need the third, right, make sure if you have 3, you have 3 of these in deck. Right? Because this is a waste of a bench spot too. So that's the core, right? The other cards, right, that make the Pokemon. Double Iron Hands. This card is insane, right? You need to be playing 2. This is what you're going to go into a lot, right? On your second turn, you're aiming for that amp you very much. Turn 2, right? Generator, double turbo, right? Versus Future Box and stuff like that, or anything with 220 HP. Chien Pao is another really popular one, right? That arm press with 2 Regieleki VMaxes in play, that's a perfect 220. So that's another 220 option, right? So another great card. Raikou, right? Double Raikou. You need 2, right? Super important. 1 allows you to draw a card. So if you have that rescue board on it, right, it gives you a nice free pivot, right, which allows you to draw a card with fleet-footed there, right? Secondary, the second cool thing about it is it's a great attacking option into those, those 2 prize Pokemon, right? You got their Lost Boxes playing that Bloodmoon Ursuluna, okay, and they got a full bench. I'm like, okay, sweet, I'll just send up Raikou, right? Raikou with 2 Regieleki VMax in play, full benches, right? I'm hitting for 280. Okay, they have 1 less Pokemon. I'm still hitting for 260, right? So insanely good. Mew EX, really good card here. It's great to, when you have a low hand, right, to draw those extra cards. Oftentimes, if I have a free bench spot, I got, like, let's say Roxanne, or I got, Iono to 2 cards, right? I draw a card, and I got 1 Ultra Ball in my hand, free bench spot, right? I'm going to Ultra Ball for that Mew, play the Mew, draw 3 cards, right? I have a fleet-footed active, that's 4 cards, right? Lots of cool little plays with this Mew, right? You can genome hacking Moonlight Shuriken on Radiant Greninja, right? Another interesting play, right? Doesn't happen often, but I've done it, right? So nice card to have. Squawkabilly. My original thoughts were to take this out. It's definitely changed my mind after today's league challenge. I managed to, in 1 game, I believe it was the Gardevoir matchup, I played 2 electric generators turn 1, hit 2 energies off both, and then I Squawkabilly'd for like a brand new 6 with 0 cards in hand. Like, that's insane, right? So it definitely helps you. I don't think you need more than 1. I think 1's perfect. And yeah, even that Motivate there, that we don't have a way to get energies back into play, right? So if you have to attack late game with that, make sure you're not in range of a KO, right? And if you are, right, make sure you have a following KO to win the game or something like that, right? And then lastly, we play 1 Thundurus here, right? So Thundurus, super important. A lot of decks, a lot of Gardevoirs, right? And there's control. They're playing that Mimikyu, right? This beats Mimikyu, right? And it also protects the bench, which is really good. And then when you combine that with Regieleki VMax, right? Not to mention your lightning type, so you're hitting that Lugia for weakness and stuff like that, right? With that Regieleki VMax, you're hitting a perfect 230 to knock out Iron Hands EX or something like Roaring Moon EX, right? So super, super good. Not the best starter, and occasionally you will start with it, but it's still insanely good. So that is the Pokemon. There's only 16, right? Fantastic. And we're going to get into the trainer supporters and stadiums. I'll go through them quickly. Triple bosses orders, right? This is an aggressive deck. We want to be able to boss KO, right? Triple Professor's Research. So this here is one of the cards that I ended up dropping, right? I had 4 initially. I changed it. I dropped it to 3. And I dropped it to 3 because I was discarding way too many of them, right? It's nice to have that option, you know, to have that 4, right? But there was one other card that I found was adding a lot more value. That would add a lot more value to the deck, as well as counter some matchups as well. And I'll get into that in the card in a second. So, 2 Arven, right? Tool and a trainer card, right? So often, you know, that rescue board and switch is a combo that I will grab, or stone generator, right? Another combination that I would grab, right? Super important card. I wouldn't even consider cutting this card. But this here is a card that I did cut one of the researches for, and that is a Judge, right? This is a great card right now. 4 cards, right, for both you and your opponent, right? The reason why, Lost Box, they like huge hands, and Ancient Box as well is another really, like another deck that has huge hands. Gardevoir too, right? So just some disruption there. You will be able to get some advantage over them. You can also swap it with a second Iono if you want, or a Roxanne, right? That's another card that you can swap. So the Judge, Iono, and Roxanne basically are interchangeable. It just depends on your preference, right? I'm liking Judge right now, and I'm liking Judge because I also get a hand to play with, and I'm not really under conditions where my opponent has to have 3 or less prizes, or, you know, if I have 2 prizes or 1 prize left and I draw an Iono, I'm not going to put all my chances into those 1 or 2 cards. And then we have a Kieran, right? This here I used actually a few times with the second effect there, the extra 30 to active EX. So huge. Definitely a fantastic card, right? And I wouldn't consider cutting it at all. It's also another consistency card too, with that switch effect. And then the stadium of choice is Town Store, right? This is a tool deck, right? Town Store is the card that searches for tools, right? My game 5 versus future hands, I got Iono twice to 2 cards, right? 2 separate times. I got Iono to, I think it was a lightning energy and 4 seals, and Town Store. I drew my card, played Town Store, search for 4 seal stone, 4 seal stone, search for boss, retreated, Miraidon, attacked the Iron Crown for game for 280. So, yeah, really good card. And that is it for the supporters and the stadium, right? That's the perfect combination right now. I will be testing more this week. Trainer cards. 4 generator, right? You need 4. Do not play less than 4. I'm not going to say why or what it does, because you should know that. Ultra Ball. You need 4. Why do you need 4? Well, this card here is super important, right? For 2 reasons. 1, it allows us to get our Regieleki VMax into play, right? That is one of the most important things that you need to do with this deck is get Regieleki VMax into play, right? You need that turn 2, right? It's also great at discarding cards from our hand, so we can use Mew EX's restart, right? Makes sense. And also, I guess lastly, it's one of the few cards that can search out Squawkabilly, right? So another really important thing. 2 experience share. We're on the duplicates now, right? So this is really good to chain KOs. I love this card. Don't play any less than 2, right? I think 2 is the perfect number. 2 Force Seal Stone, right? So another really super important card, right? Searches for any card in your deck, right? You got Arven, you got Town Store. I told you about the play earlier. Town Store for stone, for boss, for game. We got 1 Lost Vacuum. So this hero is the flex spot in the deck. I originally had it as a Bravery Charm. I don't think we need it. I don't think I needed it at the time. I still don't think I really need it. I switched it out for an enhanced hammer for the Lugia matchup due to that legacy energy, but Lugia is hardly being played, so I'm not really too concerned about it. Lost Vacuum, though, on the other hand, is a really good card, right? And it's really good for 2 reasons. 1, it allows me to knock out that Screamtail or Drifloon that's taken all that damage and take a free prize before I'm even attacking. 2, right, I'm able to discard the Ancient Tools in the Ancient Box deck, right? That booster capsule, I'm able to discard those, therefore lowering the HP of the Pokemon, right? So I can get that KO easier. And then 3, all the Pokestops, right, and Artisans being played. Just an overall general good card. A Spec of Choices Max Belt. Boost that damage by 50. Super important. 1 Nest Ball, right? That's their only way to basically search out Squawkabilly and Mew there. So it's a great card. Rescue Board. Like I said, 1 less retreat. And if it's got 30 or less, it has free retreat. So really good card. And then a Switch. That's the last trainer card that we have in the deck, right? So Switch is Switch. Super solid list. Then lastly, the energy counts, right? Perfect amount of energies here. I got 13 lightning energies, right? Super important. This is a lightning deck. You need those. And then lastly, 2 double turbo, right? Specifically for that Iron Hands and Regieleki VMax, right? It does use that. And lightning 2 colorless, Max Thunder and Lightning, right? Hits for 200, right? So, fantastic card. And that is it for the deck, everybody. So hopefully you all enjoyed that. Yeah, pretty stoked about this. I love playing this thing. I'm going to be playing this probably in the League Cup this weekend, right? It's a big prizing tournament. I think it's like $1,000 or something like that, give or take. So it'll be pretty exciting. And yeah, hopefully you all enjoyed that. Give the deck a try. And yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. And just to kind of add here, I am going to open a prize pack that I got for, doing so well. I think I ended up getting like 3 or 4 total. the rest are going to go to my sealed collection. So, yeah, I actually got quite a bit of these sealed, right? So that's pretty cool. But price back here. Let's see what we get. We gonna get anything good? I don't know. I don't even know. We got Arven. We got a Kirlia, nice. Professor's Research. Kyogre. Water Energy. And a Psychic Energy. So this is kind of mid here, this pack. Right? Not really too happy with that, but the Kyogre is pretty cool. Could be a nice, you know, GLC card. I think it actually plays this one. Chien, right? For sure. But yeah, there you go, everybody. That is the deck. Thank you so much for watching, and once again, you know, give the deck a try and let me know what you think. What you think about it. So this is, like I said, the best list that you will find for Miraidon. Give it a try. So, well, awesome. Thank you so much, everybody, and once again, see you in the next video.